Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact, and I'm so excited / worried to get into Act 5 of this game. I will also say that I've played 2 hours this already, which you're going to see right now, and they were possibly some of the most devastating, exciting, tear-inducing, worry-inducing, emotionally crazy times I've had in a game, and it's only 2 hours into the quest. We are not even like nearly denting what is going to be coming with this quest, I feel like, because we're only 2 hours into it. I will say though, for the first 8 or 10 minutes of this video, I forgot to press record in the first 8 or 10 minutes, so a patron very kindly sent me some of the video footage from another commentary review playthrough. They cut it up so I wouldn't be spoiled by it, just sent me the first 8 or 10 minutes and I put my commentary over it, but the rest of it is all my gameplay. Don't worry about that. I hope you guys still enjoy the video very much so.
Please sign here. This document will be effective
God.
upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular
It's so interesting. We're like just getting signed out of prison.
So long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Whoa.
What's happening?
Is that more of the primordial water stuff? Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just
Right.
now.
Let's go ask the Duke.
So the Duke might know more about it. So we're going to talk to the Duke again. It must be something to do with the something is ramping up. It's like the prophecy itself is ramping up. I'm so worried about this. Duke, please help out. Please help out in some way. Oh my god, we get to see Rise again, of course.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
I would just ask them straight up, what's the earthquake?
The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface.
Okay,
Over the years,
so it didn't come from the water below.
Here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing
That's interesting,
between
okay.
what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
Yeah, it's a real worry though, right? It's a real worry.
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
I suppose. Yeah, he actually
got a
makes
point.
a lot of sense here.
Okay,
No, that does make
we need
sense.
to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened.
Yeah, for sure.
By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
No, we're going home, Risley.
Seriously?
Actually, today's the day we say goodbye to the fortress.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now
Yeah.
that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like
Yep.
we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
We've grown to appreciate this place. A lot of people have helped us out.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now.
Yep.
Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Thank you, Sigrid.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
Oh my god,
The
it's so
guards will
weird.
escort you out.
We're literally getting escorted out by guards. I mean, we've grown closer to him, for sure.
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
She's always polite, Risley.
After
She's always
being
polite.
down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
No, it's alright. Like, we'll come visit again, of course. We got your story quest coming up, too.
Back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure
Yep.
do know how to make
100%.
good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next
Who
time I
knows?
see you.
Who knows?
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey.
Yeah.
And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
Thank you, Sigrid. And again, we know you appreciate him quite a
I'm
bit.
sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Nice. Thank you so much.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
There's a lot of people here. Yeah. Sadine, yeah.
Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome.
I love your voice, by the way, Sadine. Thank you so much.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
What's happening here? Everyone's like,
there.
there's a lot of people around,
Sorry,
right?
I've got my hands full here. But you can see yourselves in.
Thank you.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a
Yeah.
lot has been happening.
No, I imagine. Especially with all the stuff that just recently happened, all the panic down below, too. You can only imagine what kind of panic it's causing. Hey, Neuvillette.
Neuvillette!
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat.
Thank you. Thank you so
If you'd
much.
like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
And like, I love seeing him so busy as well. It's just like almost his natural habitat in a way.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede.
You remembered.
And it
Rising
appears that
didn't
you've
for a
managed
second.
to complete all the release paperwork.
That's
Uh-huh.
right. And we came here to see you right away.
But you tell Neuvillette everything you happened. Oh, we're telling him. Oh, yeah, of course. Tell him everything.
A massive whale.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial
So we
sea.
think he's like in the primordial
A whale
sea?
of that size and shape
How would that even
cannot
work?
usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater?
Jesus Christ.
Wow! And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten
He
there
won't dissolve, but
myself.
we still had crazy visions, right? And crazy connections, even though, yeah, he was not from Fontaine, so he
Yes.
won't dissolve.
What is it?
There's something we'd like to ask you about.
Oh, right. Paimon felt it too. We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
But child being in like the primordial waters, what the hell?
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal
Great,
now.
great.
However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right?
Yes.
We need to go check on her.
100, yeah, and the Spina de Rosula's headquarters,
I
yeah,
would
but of course
also like to
Navia.
go there as
Paimon
soon
has her
as
head on.
possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the
Wow.
surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes.
Yeah, the fact that they're thinking about
I'll
this
have to
now is
ask
kind of
you two
scary,
to go to
right?
Poisson first.
Yeah.
I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose.
No,
Let's
that's
get
fine.
going.
That's perfect.
Please be careful.
Oh no. What happened here?
It's destroyed. All buildings seem here to be in a rough shape now. There's nobody around. Where they all dissolve? No, wait, what? No, we can't think that way.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still...
Of course.
We need to check on her.
We can't think of it like this. Is Navia around here now? Oh my god, there's people like in dire straits here. Like for real.
We haven't seen a single Poisson all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
It is.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put.
Oh,
We're coming up.
yeah, there's a
Watch
member
your
there.
balance. All right, just hurry.
Are we gonna see Navia here as well? Like, she must be here helping out also, right?
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
Jesus. No.
My Desiree.
No.
He looks pretty
Please.
sad.
Are you serious?
My leg!
Freaking hell.
My leg!
All the stuff that's happened here?
How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
The music, is that Navia? Navia's there. Navia's there. Like, we knew Navia would be safe, like, let's be honest here. There's no doubt in our mind that Navia was gonna be safe. But holy freaking hell. Like, the last thing we would want is for Navia to get hurt, ever. Oh, the desperate running.
It's Navia. She's over there.
Yeah.
Hey, Navia, are you okay?
This is actually such a cool angle as well to ask this from. Oh my god, our sweetheart.
You're here.
Oh my god, I love her so much.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we
Yeah,
could.
we ran here. We ran here.
As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Right. Oh, Navia.
Demoiselle, there was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
Yeah, this prophecy stuff is getting even more and more terrifying, man, because this is exactly what it's building up to, right? Which, like instantly I think of, like, obviously, like, you know, you're thinking here of, like, what's happening with Navia. And then I think, like, this, like, Farina stuff, because, like, you know, she's, like, a big part of this as well, left alone crying on her throne.
He's wounded? How badly?
I love her so much. Oh, my God. She cares so much about everyone.
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
Oh, that's so rough. That's so rough.
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
The sight of the ground itself, like, you know, like, being terrifying is such, like, a... Like, again, it's, like, so... I don't want to say Fontaine is, like, dark, because, like, the dark elements across all of Genshin, but they're, like, so much, like, that, like, fear-inducing stuff here in Fontaine so far.
Right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
Are you okay?
The situation in Poisson?
I think we got a good idea.
Right. Allow me to explain.
Oh,
A
man.
little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere.
Right. Oh, my God, the fear that must have been in with people
The
here.
rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking
Wait.
from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape.
Jesus.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved.
Freaking hell, man. Like, they're just gone. They're just gone. And we know the fate of people who dissolve like that, right? We saw what happened at the fountain. Holy hell.
Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in
Oh
the
my
stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
The fear that you would have when this is happening.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end.
Imagine seeing people dissolve in front of your eyes. Imagine the fear that would have been in people. And like, that's one of those things, it's like when you hear like there was a stampede, it's like that makes like almost like so much, like even though you wouldn't want that to happen, it makes so much perfect sense how people would be so terrified at this stage.
The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, you have to. Yeah, you'd have to at this stage.
No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
Oh, Paimon. No, it's again, it's so horrible. Like you cannot describe the feeling that people would have felt as they were running for their lives in this situation. Like it's like just indescribable. Like you couldn't relate to it. Well, some of us definitely can't.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Right.
Is there any way we can help Navia?
You can put us to work. Yeah, anything.
Thank you.
Anything.
For being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this.
Don't ever worry about it.
You don't know how much it means to me.
Oh my God, Navia.
I really can't express how grateful I am.
She breaks my effing heart, man. She really does. Wait, we're missing some people, aren't we?
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Who are we missing? No. Stop. Stop and cease this. I just thought that they were going off doing stuff. No.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
Please don't say this.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go.
It's totally understandable. If you need anything, please let us know. Anything at all.
And out she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
This is such a terrible situation. And like, writing-wise, like this, it built up to this, right? They've been building up to this idea of like how this has gotten more dangerous, you know? They talked about the passive nature of like the response to this. They talked about like how like this could happen at any moment. You know, Rise these quests, like, you know, the Archon, his part of the Archon quest was about this too. So like this is like, you know, although it's like so sad, it's like writing-wise, like this like makes perfect sense. But I didn't think it would. Well, again, like me saying I didn't think it would happen in Poisson first, right? It's more of a thing of like, it makes sense that it happened here as well because of the low, like how low it is and close it is to the water. Like it is literally close to like the ocean water. If you can take some paths down here, I believe, to get to the ocean water, right? Navia walks around talking to many people and orgs. Their decision clear, reasonable. Her face is marred with some somber expression throughout. Of course. Oh, she's back.
The wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters.
Oh my God, please make us do anything and we'll help you get to focus on your own matters.
Of course, we should remain ready for anything and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance.
Right. Look at this leader. Look at her.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to
Oh my God, of course.
Huh? Right now?
I understand, yeah.
Thank you.
He was also, 100% understandable. Yes, I will. Oh my God. This whole thing is such a, like, terrible situation. The idea, and like, again, like, yeah, I really think that it always strikes me in my mind just how, like, far Navia has come, but also the hardships that she continues to endure. You know what I mean? And her father's whole case was related to the idea of the primordial water, right? She was one of the people that exposed this whole thing, and the idea of she is the reason the whole thing got exposed. She's the reason that, like, you know, people are more aware of this stuff now, and legally, it is a legal precedent about the primordial water, right? And like how it was used in the past and things like this. Like, she is like such a big part of that reason.
Too slow.
But like to see all of the people that, like, you know, have been working so hard here in the Spina di Rosula, and see them all here, like, basically her people in Poisson get dissolved. And, like, I want to make it clear as well, like, dying is horrible. Being dissolved is horrible, right? It's a horrible thing. And this is going to sound so bad, and I hope you guys get what I'm about to say. At least if you die, you have those proper, like, burial rites that happen, right? Where you can, like, say goodbye to someone, right?
Quit following me.
We know what happens when you get dissolved, to some people at the very least. We saw what happened to those girls. They are in a hellish limbo for the rest of their existence. It is not good in any way, shape, or form. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Our girl Navia.
A lot of people here, huh?
No.
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
And I think yeah, you're 100% right, Paimon, for sure. I think Navia said that just like to make like a like almost like a normal conversation.
That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Holy hell. Like, what a freaking line, man. Like, the idea that, like, people, like, in life have so much hardships that they can't even think about people who are gone at this stage. And even Navia said here that maybe I'll have time to think about my own situations.
Navia?
No, she's not doing good. There's no need to push yourself so hard. She feels like it because she's the leader of the Spina de Rosula. You know what I mean? Oh, Navia. Oh no. Oh, it's okay. Let it all out. Let it all out. Cry as much as you want.
What's wrong?
No, it's such a hard situation.
Sorry.
No sorries. No sorries.
I just...
No sorry. No. Oh my god, she's breaking my freaking heart. She's breaking my freaking heart.
Malus and Silver.
Oh.
They won't ever come back here again.
Like, what the heck? Like, they had to give this hardship, like, back to Navia. Even, she's been through so much. And they give her more hardship?
What should I do, Papa?
This is devastating.
Huh? What happened to them?
I'm sorry for... yeah, I know. And Paimon, again, like, the thing is, like, Paimon knows deep down as well what happened, I'd say. But it's just one of those things where, like, it's like a confirmation in your mind, right? You block it out, the real truth, because it's so hard to freaking think about.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated
Oh no, she's feeling
it.
guilty about it as well.
They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time.
And they're showing Poisson here as well. And the thing is, Navia's going to be heartbroken about this. But I guarantee you, Melis and Silver, if you went back and you told them what was going to happen, they'd probably do the same thing again. Like, that's who they were. They cared so much about you and the Spina de Rosula as well. Like, they would not have let any soul die. Before, like, they would not have saved themselves at the expense of another soul.
And...
Oh, I can't. Oh.
And they were caught in
Oh,
the
you
sea
poor... No,
water.
yeah, you can cry as much as you want. It's so... This is so horrible. All she can do is let it all out now. This is so horrible.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But...
Seeing Navia like this is killing me.
I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone.
Yeah.
I just can't...
This is the start of the Archon quest. We're only in the start and already they're devastating us like this. Oh no, what did they do? They're doing freaking reminiscing of the past.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
These guys were stuck to her at the hip. They loved her. They saw her as such a fantastic leader. They even said in the past that they wished that she would become the leader sooner, so they'd have something to follow for their whole lives.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle?
Like, I understand that, like, you know, this game is getting sadder and sadder with every single quest that we do, right? There's like more emotional stuff happening every single quest we go to and every single Archon quest we go to. But man, why do this to Navia? You know, why give her more hardships, you know? She's been through so much and she's grown so much.
Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are
Oh,
you?
Jesus.
No need yet. But when I do,
Stop.
I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Why does Genshin constantly twist the knife?
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
Why are they doing this?
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
This prophecy stuff, man. This freaking, like, primordial seawater stuff.
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your request.
I like seeing Navia go from crying and then seeing her laughing here. I would literally go to war just to see her laughing again. I really would.
But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
Devastated. It's literally, it's just a freaking star.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise.
That's not... They'd understand. Like, what can you do? You can't do anything. This is...
I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess
No!
like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Navia, crying isn't a sign of weakness. It's like, and the fact that she feels this way at all. Like, I'm telling you, it's not a sign of weakness. It's not.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could
Why
make
would-
my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help.
The voice acting is incredible as well from all sides, from Paimon and from Navia's voice actor as well. They're doing such a good job with the scene. It's so emotional.
Luce and Silver have helped me so much. But by
Oh, don't
contrast,
say that.
I could do
Don't
nothing
say that.
for them.
They loved you. I know what she means at the end, but there's like, do you think for a second that if you told them to evacuate first, they would have done that? They were not evacuating until you evacuated, until they got everyone out of there. They weren't doing that, and you know for a fact they weren't doing that.
I'm so sorry.
Navia.
You can spend as much time as you need here,
Yeah.
Navia. We'll stay with you.
Yeah, well, Jesus. We'll stay here forever. I don't mind. We're here for you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means.
Oh.
By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took
Aren't you
place
still
here.
thinking about working? Look at her. I swear to God, like, I better see a smile from her before we finish out this game.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine,
Jesus Christ.
Marina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne,
That's the lad's family.
Hassan, as well as Malus and Silver.
You know how hard it is to lose one person? Look at all the people. These are just people who are living their lives. They're gone. These people are gone. Not dead, they're gone.
So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated.
Honestly, I wasn't exactly thinking about that. I'm literally just thinking about like everything that's happened, but like it's just devastating. Like how can you even comprehend something like this happening at all?
The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
No one's sacrifice is truly necessary.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but
Yeah.
that isn't something we should ever consider a trade.
I actually don't disagree with that sentiment from Paimon. While you know you can, but like, I think there's that line from, Jesus, why am I getting so upset again? That line from Jujutsu Kaisen, finding meaning in the loss of loved ones can sometimes disgrace their memories. That's probably paraphrasing it. But it's the idea of like someone is gone, and like, sometimes like you don't have to find a meaning in the loss of someone. Sometimes you don't have to find the true meaning behind someone's death or the reason that they died or any sacrifice that they made. Sometimes it's just like, remembering those people and living on is sometimes the best thing you can do, even though it's like super, super difficult.
Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They
Exactly.
were
Yeah.
heroes.
Yeah. Frickin' hell.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
I would frickin' do anything to be able to go back like a week and stop all this from happening.
Oh. Really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time
What
since
the
we
hell
last
is now? I don't know if now's the time, but oh my god, what the hell? Oh, it's the Knave.
The Knave? What are you doing?
It's so weird seeing her out in the open like this, just in the grass. What the hell?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your
Oh
request.
god.
All the residents of
but
Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to
She
higher
no, but she genuinely cares. She does genuinely care about this stuff. She got so passionate when talking to Farina about this stuff. And not only that, like remember in the first scene we got here in this game, it was the House of the Hearth, like kids that were freaking like saving this place, right? The House of the Hearth, like and Lynette, and even Fremine were passing out those magic bags. They were the ones doing it, the House of the Heart members.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
I cannot believe this. Oh my god.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
I mean, like, I'm glad they're doing this as well because like it shows an action to the caring and the speech, right? It's like, it's not just like because it's very easy to have a character be like, I care, right? And then just like that, then forever people like will be talking when they debate about the game that they go, oh well, they did care. Look, they cared. They said they cared, and that's one thing. But like showing an action, like yes, they help people evacuate.
We just met recently, right, Miss Navia?
And her voice is like way more open talking to Navia. By the way, way more open.
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me.
Wait, she came looking for Navia?
Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the
Oh
Fatui,
my god.
which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
There's no doubt in my mind that she heard about Navia and Navia's action when it comes to Fontaine and how much work Navia puts into Fontaine, and she was like, this is the person I have to help.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing.
Oh my god, this is such a incredible development.
That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand
What does she mean?
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know
That's fair.
who we're working with.
That's so fair. That's so fair.
My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
Wait, are the Fatui doing more than the actual court of Fontaine right now?
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand.
I appreciate the amazing honesty coming from the Knave as well, where it's like, yes, of course she cares, right? But she's saying, in the way, it's like, hey, whether we do bad or good, we work with the same fever.
As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending
You look
disaster.
so cool. That's what Linny said to us, right? That's the reason they're here. That's the reason the Knave is here.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity.
Yep.
Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me
I
in
mean,
the same
that
way.
makes sense, right? Like I said, and it was what I was referencing before, is the idea that, like, of course the Knave helping, like, the most active group in Fontaine in terms of helping, like, the little guys, right, is the Spina de Rosula. So the Knave helping Navia makes perfect sense. Makes so much sense. Because not only is it like, yes, she cares. Yes, 100% she cares. But the other value in it is, like, astronomical. To help the people who, like, are, like, not only incredibly trusted now, but have recently made a lot of victories in court. They help a lot of the smaller people. People come to them when they need help with different situations. And also, like, how capable Navia is in these situations too. It's like, it makes so much freaking sense that the Knave would come to Navia for this. It makes so much sense, because it is like, yes, it is. We know the Knave cares about this. But it's also very smart to do a you scratch my back, I scratch your back with Navia, of all people. And honestly, whilst, like, again, we talked about, like, the distrust of Fatui, you know what I mean? I think, like, I have had to, I know the distrust of Fatui. You guys know I have had it, like, so much in the past. You guys know this. But, like, having Arlequenio on your side as well, or not on your side, but having, like, a good relationship with someone from the Fatui isn't a bad thing whatsoever in some cases, right? It can help in a lot of ways too.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
I don't know if Arlequenio is going to take the thank you.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent
I
this from
can't believe that I'm watching a Fatui Harbinger with Navia talk about an evacuation of, like, again, even though, like, it's like this whole thing writing wise makes perfect sense. You guys get why this is such an incredible scene to look at.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person, and they weren't the price paid for others'
Such a
salvation.
beautiful scene. Look at this.
They chose to become heroes
Yeah,
themselves.
and as well, like, and the Spina de Rosula is an underground organization, right? Legit and literally an underground organization. It makes so much sense that, like, Navia would and a Fatui Harbinger would, like, at least, like, understand some things about each other,
I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
Yeah, and I understand what she's saying too, where it's like, well, I never liked hearing that because it makes people sound like they're just trying to make you feel better, right? It's like, oh, they went on, they did something so noble before they died. When really it can just feel like people are just, bullcrapping you.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia.
I love seeing this perspective of the Knave. I freaking love it.
Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Talking about the House of the Hearth members.
By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Yeah. Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
Okay, Paimon's like, Paimon has this down.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary.
She's so cool.
But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in.
Just like before she says what she says, because I'm sure it's going to be a big deal in some way. Like seeing this side of the Knave is perfect. It is perfect because, again, it puts actions to the words that we've heard so far, right? She's not that bad. She cares about us, this and this, right? It's one thing to have words, right? It's one thing to have words happen, but also like to show us exactly what is happening too is another big deal as well. And we can then, we won't let down our guard with the Fatui ever, right? Never could let down your guard. That would be very silly to do that. But what it does let us do is like leaves a little like the window a little bit open. So like we can like accept like the other side of the Knave as well. And not just the very serious side we saw in the debate. This was a very open side. But also you could see as well, they weren't letting down their guard. There's also a hint of like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I think it's written perfectly.
Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for jolly cooperation has come.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways.
Okay.
Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents.
And they would be affected too, right?
Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is...
Oh my dear lord. Oh my dear lord.
Which is why I want to give you this task.
Are you sure this will be okay? Can you trust me outside like me? Yeah, like, and that's the thing, of course, they have to go higher up as well, obviously, because, you know, what Fremine nearly died in the primordial water, you know? So, like, obviously. Are you sure this will be okay? Can you trust an outsider like me?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such.
Oh my god.
Even though you are not from the house.
They told us that as well, but you know what's so crazy about this situation here, where it's like they said this to their father. You know what I mean? They went back to their dad ma'am, and they said, hey, like, this is the person we can trust more than anyone in the world. And like, that's the smile on our face as well. Like, I have a smile on my face too hearing that.
I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Knave, I understand completely. These three are the masters of not letting their guard down, and they let it down for us.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kind of happy.
Somehow, it makes me feel ecstatic. It's such a nice thing to hear.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely
Oh my god. Oh my god. And like for two Harbinger to be just like, hey, yeah, like here's the information for free because I do care about, you know, all the House of the Hearth members.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle
I
that.
piffed as well.
Excuse me, but may I tag
Yes!
along?
You wish to join,
Please.
Miss Navia?
Wait, is it gonna be safe though? Is it near the primordial waters? If it's near primordial waters, no. But then again, like, Navia's whole thing is that, like, she wants to feel like she's, you know, capable of doing this stuff. She wants to be involved in stuff. So I feel like there's two sides to this.
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing.
Right.
There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster.
She's
on our
amazing.
hands.
She's so amazing.
As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had.
You already
for me.
had.
Besides, I'm also doing this for myself.
Okay.
I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus.
No, that's so understandable. Like, yes, as Paimon has done for us in the past, taking us out of the situation, and, you know, we can worry about it when everything's, like, calmer, right? Paimon has done that for us before as well. Navia Strong needs company right now. What we can be the company she goes to explore. Yes, I 100%. Let's go for
Since you
it.
put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say?
Oh my god, we'll go to the
traveler?
ruins together for sure.
All
For
right.
sure.
The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's
Thank you, Knave. Thank you so much.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
That is legitimately one of the most impressive scenes in this game. And like that's again, like people are like, Calvin, you say that like yeah, you say it about a lot of scenes. You love a lot of scenes in this game, 100%. And I'll be completely honest and say that like my love for Genshin like grows more and more. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get these guys as much because this, but we'll try our best. It grows more and more each passing day. Like when I think of like scenes that I've like, you know, like you talk about like the Raiden Shogun like coming out and like walking on air and attacking us, right? You think of those scenes. You think of like, you know, scenes where, you know, Signora attacks you know, Venti. One of the first like in scenes that made me realize that Genshin was a lot like, you know, a lot more serious than just like a fairy tale story, you know. But it's scenes like that as well, like the scene with Navia and Arlecchino, they're so incredible to me as well for different reasons also. It kind of reminds me of the scene like between like say like in a different tone, by the way. I don't want to make it seem like it's the same thing between Dotori and Nahida. It's like not the same dynamic, by the way. Like I'm not comparing these characters to each other. They're very different. They're all very different. But in terms of like conversational stuff where it's like, oh my god, like this is such a well-written conversation. They get the personalities of these characters so freaking much. This is incredible. And I think that's one thing about like the I feel like if we open this up, we're gonna get a world quest. Do you think? Yeah, we might. We might just mark this down. There's something I know. There's something about it that makes me feel like I'm getting a world quest. Okay, we'll mark this here as well. But you get what I'm saying? Like I love. That's one of my favorite things in Genshin, and they've done it a few times now across the game, where it's like just a unbelievable. Oh no, wait. I think it's this. Wait. Oh, I did do it. Oh god. Okay. I didn't really think it was okay. Salsa. Okay. Well, it's Waterless Pie. We meet again. I thought it was because I did this puzzle over there. Well, maybe this puzzle we have to do. Just wondering if you would be around if we saw the canvas. We parted ways in such a hurry back then. How have you been? Did you get scolded by your parents when you got home? I was studying at my desk when Mom and Dad came home, so they didn't have any excuse to scold me. Get 'em, yeah, well done. Although I wasn't actually studying, I was just putting on an act and pretending to be studying. It was really tiring. I put in my best performance so Mom and Dad can't see through it. I think studying is hard, is easier than practicing how to act. Well, you consider acting to be a future career path. Oh, but I've decided to become a great artist. Wait, I can become an actress who plays an artist. That doesn't sound right, though. But now I think about it, did Mom and Dad truly not realize I was just acting, or are they pretending to not know? What a complicated family relationship. I thought long and hard, but still can't figure out things. I don't have enough observation skills to realize the truth. So I came out to sketch again. I thought I could practice my observation skills. I found a sketching place with a beautiful view. But it turns out those evil green guys laid their traps here too. So annoying. Even if it's a trap, as long as they're a treasure chest, I'll say how annoying too, yeah. It's terrible that they're ruining the scenery with everything, but why are you getting so worked up? How about rearranging it like last time? We only just adjusted the item positions and everything immediately felt right. Lima's Paimon is right. We just have to adjust the position and destroy those evil green traps. Let's go. So is she talking about, oh, over here? Oh, here? It must be this then, right? Talk to Salsa. What quest is this? Yeah, I think we can go back to doing the main quest and we'll come back to this, right? I don't know what exactly. Wait. Look at that, nature creates its own line, but ugly destroy the natural flow of the landscape, which is why they don't fit in. In order to make those ugly things less unsightly, we have to arrange them in a way that they fit into naturally occurring lines. The pattern of the flower bushes in the meadows and flows in nature, so if we don't want ugly things to hurt our eyes, we need to arrange them so that they too follow the flow. The reason why I don't want to actually skip this right now, guys, and I'll be completely honest with you. The reason why I do, oh yeah, no, oh, she wants to like hear, okay. The reason why I don't want to skip is because I know for a fact that I might forget to go back for it because there's so many world quests we're going to be doing here, you know? Now the evil traps are gone, I'm the best. It sure looks like better now, but all we did was change position of the items. It doesn't seem difficult at all. Paimon wonders why there's so many, some people to arrange things in such a strange range to begin with. And they pick places with such beautiful scenery. Exactly, Paimon's wonder if it's because they have a sense of beauty or a lack of it. Paimon thinks we should get Salsa to teach the rookie members of the Adventure Guild the art of item arrangement. Really? I have so much to tell those members of the evil organization, but they don't really listen to me. Wow, did you really go to Adventurers Guild to send a complaint? That's awesome! She's hilarious. I talked to Catherine, but she's really strange. All she said was Ad Astra Abasosk, and she never told me which member was behind this. Maybe you didn't approach this correctly. She tells me Ad Astra Abasosk too. Paimon's really sure she says other things. Maybe it's because you're too young, and no one really takes you seriously when you're asking questions or giving opinions. Paimon, does Catherine listen to you? Yes. But I'm so much older than you. You're basically a kid. We don't know how old Paimon is. But I'm not a child. Sorry, that's Paimon. That was no, that was her saying it. Yeah. But I'm not a child. Don't treat me as if I don't know anything. I know a lot. Huh. You say that, but I'm a big girl. Not only do I know a lot, I have a lot of things to do, and I have to get home. I really want to play with you and Paimon longer, but I have to go now. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the flow of this world quest, to be honest. She left it in a hurry, as always. We didn't even get to say goodbye properly this time. Paimon wants to meet again. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the Archon quest, right? But at the same time, like, I want to do things naturally in this game, right? So that's why I continued to do that anyway, even though we had a chance there to move away. I thought like maybe we could come back and do it later, but actually like it is the much better approach in my opinion to do it now. Because I know for a fact that the way that Genshin works, there's so many world quests that like 3 weeks from now I'm gonna be like, oh, Salsa, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna happen that way, even though like it's like such a fun character. There's so many quests in this game that like keeping focused on the quests you're doing and finishing quests as you kind of get them is probably the best way to kind of do it, right? To me, it is the best way to do it. So yeah, I'm glad we did that. To finish my thought from earlier, I think I pretty much explained everything, which is like, you know, character scenes where the characters are so well written and they're like so like built upon their other characters. There's nothing about the scene that betrays them. And I feel like the scene between Navia and Arlekenio and the Knave was one of those perfect scenes that's just like they understand these characters, they understand them. Again, like I said, like with Dotori and Nahida, like scenes that you have with like say like you know Sino and Tanari from those events, it's like yeah, they understand these characters, and that's why I love about Genshin so much is the understanding of the characters, and the voice actors understand their characters so much too. So it's awesome that way. This team is my farming team. I have Xingqiu to do water, so I actually might use a team that we haven't used in a while. We have not used Also Cute in a very long time, and I think it'd be fun to use Also Cute. Is this giving me a domain, I wonder?
So, are these the ruins the Knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
It's old, it's dusty.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have
Sure.
a look.
Just be careful.
Sure thing. Place of Secrets. So, recommended party level 82. Okay. It is a domain. Or is it Palace of Secrets? Let's go. Let us go. Oh my god. Look at the lighting here. It's incredible. It looks so good. We're gonna head over here regardless, right? Like, the lighting here looks so incredible. And then looking back in the stuff too, all the runes. Oh my god, enemies! They look like they're chatting.
Let's light it up.
We probably don't need all this for hilly churl enemies, but still.
With nature. Everybody stand back. Truth repeats its course.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
You know what I mean? It's nice to have. Look at that damage bonus. Yeah, they're cool enemies. They're such cool enemies. Such a neat location. Such a neat location. Oh, we break it to the floor? Oh. Oh my god. I did not, like, again, like, I knew, like, you could see the break at the floor, but I thought we were going to have to, like, jump it or something. They were just like, no, just fall through it. You can just fall through it. Wait, is that? That looked like water, right? But it looked like
This place
primordial water?
Contaminated by
Yeah.
primordial seawater.
Yeah. It's closer than we thought. It's not just under the freaking, under the prison.
Yeah.
Holy hell!
And a lot of it, too. A Fontainian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
You should go back to safety, Navia.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here.
Yeah.
Don't get punished.
Oh, yeah.
Saying you're useless. It's just
Part of Navia's story has always been that, like, that people don't tell her enough stuff, that people don't include her, so, like, obviously we want to make it clear.
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
Maybe there's no way back. Yeah, how are we gonna get back?
That complicates things. Maybe the only way
Yeah,
left
but no.
is
Yeah, but no.
forward.
You're not going in primordial seawater
in that
anyway.
case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise.
That's terrifying.
So staying here wouldn't be
Oh my
safe
god,
either.
we have to get Navia to safety first.
I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just
Wait,
up
what?
ahead.
See if there's any other option.
All right. Come with us for now, then. But please be careful.
Please be safe. Okay, so we can do some platform stuff. I obviously, like, I'm being overprotective.
No, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
Obviously, I know I'm being overprotective of Navia. I know Navia is more than capable of being safe by herself, right? I know this. But, like, I don't want, like, anything to happen whatsoever. She just found a new lease on life in the previous Archon quests. So I would like for her to, like, continue finding that reason to live. That's where we came from, isn't it? It's actually it's a pity it's, like, so devastating, because it's actually so pretty, the primordial water. It's such a pity it's so devastating. It's like a dice there. Holy hell. This is in a domain? Like, what are we witnessing here? Like, what, like... And the Knave, like, noticed this door of resurrection activated, and, oh my god, look at this. We have to, like, angle up a bit to... Oh!
Wait,
No, go. It's okay. I swear to god. Stop. Navia, get in front right now. I swear to freaking god. Go on, guys, come on. Please. Oh my god. No, grab her. Holy freaking hell. Grab her. Stop. Excuse me. In what world? What are you doing? What happened? Where is she? Wait, what? What?
Demoiselle,
What? No. No.
Huh?
No.
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come
No.
to get you?
What are you doing? Stone, do not do this. Do not do this.
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Maloose.
Do not. Do not.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
Please. Please, Genshin, please.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot.
Genshin, I beg of you. I really beg of you in this situation.
It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
If she, I swear to freaking God, if she fell in the primordial water and she's now with Melisande, I'm gonna be so upset.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No,
I can barely breathe, man. I'm I'm forgetting to breathe.
I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Maloose. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see you.
I need you to stop. I've never had this burning feeling in my stomach playing this game, and I've never felt like this. I need you to not do this.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for.
Oh, dear Lord.
I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
I don't even know how to describe how my body is feeling right now.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom.
I feel sick. I feel absolutely sick.
I don't know what
I'm sorry that I'm like...
without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation.
I'm in so much shock.
I hope you won't refuse.
Like, I'm in so much shock. My stomach is burning. My arms, like, feel tingly. Like, I'm in, like,
Did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Maloose, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Stop.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off.
incredibly off. This can't be real.
Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right.
Is something wrong?
She knows what's wrong.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband
You
previously.
know why that name sounds familiar.
I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm
The
sure.
list.
And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone
It's
go?
the list of names.
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've
Stop.
been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is
Your
about to
trial?
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to
What
the
do you mean your
opera house?
trial?
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Please don't.
Oh? All right then.
What is this game doing? What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing?
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's
Stop.
finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people.
I've never felt like this before. Never. I swear to God if they kill off Navia. I swear to God.
Karina, Desiree,
It's the list of people. It's the list of people who disappeared.
Essen.
Why would they do
Why are
this?
so many people here?
You can't.
Why do I have no
Please
recollection
don't
of
do
this
this.
case?
Please don't do this.
And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please.
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
Why is this game doing this?
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Oh, I can't take this.
Enough with the whispering!
Look at the crowd. It's only the people from that got dissolved in Poisson.
And why...
Sorry,
My
Navia.
dear
No, I'm
Miss
sorry.
Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow
Oh,
me
shut
to
up. Whatever it
explain.
is, shut up.
As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasula, someone held in high regard by every soul in
Oh, don't even
Poisson.
try. Don't even try.
After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
I need to know what's going on right now. I need to know that she's safe. But right now she's with everyone who got dissolved in this area.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many
What?
difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable.
What do you mean?
We are one big family. All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without
What are
you.
they doing? What are they doing?
Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us.
Please,
forever.
you... I am breaking down. I am breaking down. I beg of you.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Slaughter, like, you can't keep Navia.
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
Please, please say this is all in her head. I beg of you. I'm begging. I am begging.
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I can't. I'm so... Come on, man, let's never know, please.
I seem to remember
What?
now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment.
Yes, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty.
They just want to stay here.
Stay here, Navia! You're one of
They literally
us.
just wanted to stay here.
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to
Oh,
keep
and
her here forever.
Silver and Melus are trying to get her out of here.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
This is so devastating. Like, what the hell are they doing with this?
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
And the two most closest confidants are the ones who snap out of it.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand
And she
to
doesn't
help
even know what's
others.
going on. Look at her face.
Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontainians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return
Listen to what you're
everyone.
saying.
Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept
You
all
have to
kinds.
hear what you're saying.
Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice.
Are they trying to say that everyone getting melded together with the water in Fontaine is almost like parallel to everyone's opinions of justice coming together in these trials? Because they take everyone's feelings into account.
Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and
Please.
Navia are
Please
one.
don't, please.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual.
Sam Mellis is defending her so hard.
Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our
Jeez, and they're all speaking as one.
If your justice is flawed, then why should we
there's
acknowledge
something
it?
about, there's something about Silver and Mellis defending her being the two that are defending her that snapped out of it. That's so incredible to me.
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle, and that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars.
Please snap out of this. Please come out of this.
I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree,
Do the names.
Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett. Who
They're
I
all
met
the
earlier.
names.
Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all
They're gone.
dead.
They're gone. Oh my god, the scene. I hate seeing her like this.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the
These
very end.
boys, oh my god.
Absurd! Who are you to
Shush.
say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all.
You're not taking Navia from us. You're not.
Don't let
You're
them
not.
escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just.
What is that, an Oceanid?
Navia belongs to
That's an Oceanid.
After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
Again, just like before with the freaking girls, all the girls over 20 years.
What are you saying? No more excuses.
They're all Oceanids.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she
That
possibly
is
be
terrifying.
an independent individual?
We know this is what happened with the girls before.
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Belongs to us. The way they're talking about that. They would, in real life, they would never say this. They would never think of this.
Silence.
Neuvillette! What the hell? How'd he show up here? How would he show up here? How?
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you
Oh
just
my
presented
God.
are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial.
Neuvillette.
The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized
Oh my
party.
god. How is it? Did she manifest him being here as well, or did he, like...
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there
Oh
is
my
still
god.
time.
What?
But
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind?
Stop. That's so sad.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized this shall be our last goodbye.
I just get to say goodbye, but it's like the worst way possible.
Malus.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye.
Jesus, it's like the first part of the Archon quest.
Farewell.
I'm devastated, man. I'm freaking devastated.
No, wait! Just a
She
second!
made it. She freaking made it. She freaking made it. I would have never have forgiven this game if they did that to Navia. I would never forgive them, ever. Ever. I'm in bits.
Navia?
Neuvillette is here!
Good.
That's how he was able to get into. Oh my god! How did you show up here? Oh
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all
I'm
right.
I'm in bits. I'm in so many bits. I'm destroyed.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
I need a hug. Like, honestly, like, it seems like it was like a... We'll talk about it more as we go forward, but it seems like it was
The
like
ruins
a
you were
manifestation
exploring
of some
suffered a
kind.
cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but
What
I...
did...
What is it?
I think I saw two Oceanids protecting
What?
you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance
Malus
to
and
retrieve
Silver
you.
as Oceanids.
Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to
So it's
rescue
exactly
you
what
before
happened in
your
the vision,
consciousness
but like, not
dissipated.
exactly, but like...
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
So the people that dissolved became Oceanids. I'm sorry for sniffling so much, guys. It's so, like, disgusting. I'm so sorry. Like, I am a mess. I am, like, such a mess. I'm so sorry that I'm trying to sniffle away from the mic. I'm devastated. I'm so devastated. This was such a crazy scene. And I'm like, it was such a relief as well. Like, the tears came flowing like a dam. So the people that dissolved became Oceanids.
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after
It hasn't
death.
stopped, yeah.
Please come with me.
Oh my god, I'm such a freaking mess. I am such a mess. Can we not see if Navia's okay a bit more?
Are you okay?
Hmm? Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so
Yeah, what's
stiff
happening?
all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Okay, if you feel the way, I trust you, but like also I feel like, yeah, okay, maybe she needs some time to think, but I also like, you know, think that all of us hugging her at the same time, if she wants that, is also good.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk
Neuvillette's such an awkward introvert. I said this the other time, he's such like a, and like, he's in a situation now where he's like stuck, so he has to talk to us, so he's like, he asks us to just pick a conversation topic.
I suppose so.
Sishmin sends her regards.
Oh,
his eyes going quick.
I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much.
Do you see how he lights up and you can hear the smile in his voice?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
My thought process on that vision, by the way, is I'm thinking that it was like Navia, like somehow being connected to like, you know, because Fontaine is all one, right? And somehow being connected to like the memories of these people through like a near-death experience. And in her mind, she believes that like, she's, even though she said that, you know, it's good to move on for the people, not move on, but like live on for the people. In her mind, she felt like, you know, she didn't probably deserve to move on. Maybe it's like the idea of like survivor's guilt. Maybe she's thinking, I need to like move, like I need to be with those people because even like the people are like, you helped us so much. She probably believes that like they need her even after they're gone, and that's probably why she felt that way as well. Yeah.
I see. Well, that is good. I have
This is
always
so
worried
sweet
that
as well.
Sigewinne
I've
would
been
need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
She's doing fantastic. In fact, like she probably found her place like emotionally before you did, which is not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, and the Duke also
Yeah.
says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him mad. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all
I
the
love when Genshin does this, by the way. They give you like one of the most crazy emotional scenes ever, and they basically do this to say basically, and it feels like they're asking the player, "Are you okay?" You know, it really feels that way.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the fortress of
He has
Meropide.
a well-oiled machine there.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
You're the expert here, Paimon. What should we talk about?
So, Neuvillette, you're practically quite the swimmer.
Oh my god, to have the scene right after, I needed this so bad.
Yes, of course.
He answers the question so earnestly. I love him.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the Knave tell you?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to sniffle away from the mic, guys. To edit all this out would be absolutely crazy. I'll try and maybe edit some of it out, maybe. But like, I think most of the time you guys are like, no, sniffle away, you know, all this stuff. But like, I just always feel like I'm being a bit rude sometimes, maybe. So I try to go away from the mic. I'm sorry it's so aggressive today. I think it's so cold around now that like you know, basically like, you know, it's not gonna be, you know, I suppose like, you know, sniffles are gonna be more aggressive in the cold and stuff like this. Can I also say that as well, that like he is such an introvert in a way of being like, how do I say it? Like, you know, when someone like, like, how do I say it? Like when have you ever talked to like a true introvert, and like when they have to make a conversation and you ask them or something, you say like, oh, so do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, oh, do you like it? Yeah, I like it. How long have you been playing? 10 years. And like there's answers, but there's no follow-up questions. And by the way, introverts are there because I know I have a lot of them in my audience. I see you. I'm not trying to insult you, by the way. Like I'm saying, like this is just like you have someone to relate to. I feel like in Neuvillette, and I wonder if you guys do feel that way with Neuvillette. He's a very relatable person in that sense. And I find it like, and I never find it annoying talking to an introvert because I know that everyone has boundaries and everyone wants to like talk sometimes but doesn't want to talk other times. Everyone has their own spaces that they want to be filled in certain ways. There's nothing wrong with someone wanting to talk like one days and not want to talk the other days. There's nothing wrong with someone seeing like their own or knowing their limits on a conversation, knowing their limits at a party. In fact, I find it fine. I hope you don't see it as me insulting you guys. I just want to say I see you, and I feel like this is definitely like, you know, he's definitely introverted, you know, in a lot of ways. But is trying his best, which is again happens sometimes again with like introverts that I know, is that even though they like it, the best way to put it is like conversations don't come easy in a casual sense sometimes to a lot of introverts, but you can tell that they're trying and they're not trying to be rude. You know, there's never an attempt to be rude about it.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area.
If the Knave told you, that means the Knave like definitely wanted to see if we were okay.
Amid my astonishment, I ran into the Knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins.
I think she also thinks Neuvillette's fantastic. So how could you not?
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
I hope Navia can get back on her feet. It's a devastating situation. Like, it's devastating. Like, this is not easy in any way, right? This is not an easy thing.
I'm sorry.
No sorries. No sorries.
I'm feeling much better.
No sorries.
I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind
See
my
what
company.
Because again, and with both these situations here, with Neuvillette, right, being such like an introverted person, the fact that he still pushes on, which again, is the same with like all my like introverted friends, is like, you know, it's just why I never put any pressure on them, by the way. You know, it's like if they don't want to talk for like days on end, you just have to accept that, right? But it's also the thing of like, you know, it's like he's like, hey, you wouldn't mind my company, right? It's like, of course not. You know, even if you just want to walk with us, Neuvillette, do that. You know, even if you want to just like sit in the park with us and we'll stay quiet for a few hours, let's do it. You know, and from Navia's perspective, that was such a serious situation. And as well, also having the Knave tell Neuvillette where we were. To me, that says either she like knew that this would be dangerous, or she knew or both. She felt that Neuvillette could be like, you know, trusted with this information, which I think it could definitely be the case. Navia is going through so much, and she is, to me, personally, right now, I think, in terms of like main protagonists, she is definitely one of them, Fontaine, I feel like. She's definitely one of them, in my opinion.
Time to go.
Holy hell. You just sitting here? But Neuvillette showing up at the right time. Absolutely incredible.
Clouds high. The birds call.
And by the way, like, as well, I want to make sure that everyone knows whenever I say something like, this person's like introverted, this person's this person's that, I have no, like, I ain't a doctor or anything, you know what I mean? I don't know, like, that's how I've always been called, for me, I've always been called like almost like a social introvert sometimes, if that makes sense. I know in like actual introvert people would be like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm the type of person that like if I am in a social situation, I can do it, right? I can totally do it. But to get to the social situation is usually like, oh, I have to go to this party, I have to do this, I have to do that. And then once I'm at home, getting me back out is so difficult. It's like, I'm already home. It's like, yeah, but it's only 5 o'clock. Only 5 o'clock? Bedtime is in like 4 hours, you know? That's usually my perspective. Oh my god, this place is crazy. Like, even like looking out here now is just so beautiful too. So beautiful. Holy hell, again? That is insane. I don't think they done falling platforms Oh my god. Us landing there in a little oh my, what? The music. The music is going so freaking crazy. Oh my god. And Hilly Trolls being here as well, by the way. Yeah, they shouldn't be too bad, by the way. I know they're not Hilly Trolls, like they're like a big boy Hilly Trolls, but... Wait, did we collect all our items? We did. I'm gonna need several days to get over this, honestly. Oh, freaking hell!
Time to go.
Stop. Give me a second. Huh. Thanks, Pie Bud. They're like, here's a little reward for doing all that stuff. That was terrifying. It's so cool what they're doing here, though. Yeah.
I'm going in.
You wanna wake up as well? Thank you so much for waking up.
Why do they never miss? Midnight Phantasmagoria. Truth repeats its course.
Yeah, I always say with Kazuha, he's a part of my team that like is so incredibly good. Like it's devastatingly good. Like if ever like I have a tough boss, Kazuha just comes in. I don't even have to try. I really just don't even have to try. It's insane. There's the dice again. What did we do? Oh, it's an elevator. That's one of these things as well. Yeah, the situation with Navia is like, you know, this is going to be a lot of survivor's guilt, right? It's the idea that like she feels like maybe like, you know, like even though we talk to her, and it's easy for us to say, this is such a beautiful location, by the way, as well. It's so gorgeous. It's easy for us to say like to her, maybe like, you know, hey, like, you know, live on, and, you know, they weren't just like sacrifices, but to her it probably feels that way. It probably feels like they were that. It probably feels like, okay, they died and I lived, you know, and they would be live if I let them do something else, if I sent them somewhere else. But in reality, like, it's like, you know, that's manifesting really as that vision she had there. Investigate the space ahead. What a crew, by the way. Look at this.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
There seems to be something on the wall. I love the Neuvillette heard that we were in trouble as well, and wait, what the hell? That's Farina.
Stone slates?
What the hell?
It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them
That's
down?
Farina on the freaking throne.
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
That's Fossilor.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
Oh my.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past.
No. In what world?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island?
Celestia?
And is that...
It is.
Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall?
And those are like modern Fontaine outfits.
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image.
Crying alone
I
on
know
the...
this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain. weeping
Yes.
on the throne.
It matches so much. This is terrifying. This is where the prophecy came from? What are you doing, Neuvillette?
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't
Yeah.
one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just
Though it's
looking at
terrifying.
these slates.
Isn't it terrifying?
This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't
Well,
mean...
so far it seems like it's starting to come true.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
The issue is the order of the third and fourth images. The third...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
Right.
And yet the order is reversed.
Wait, so
here.
they're saying that the second image is also concerning. What sin are the people in the images confessing to?
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here...
So that's
does
Egeria.
match
That's the
records.
previous Archon. Okay.
The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing
To
a sin.
Celestia. Is it to Celestia?
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
Do you know?
It seems that any further clues will have
Oh,
to
do we have
come
to? Yeah, we have to
from
talk to Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Christ.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Honestly, who created these slates doesn't matter. The real question is whether things will truly play out the prophecy. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking as well. It's terrifying seeing this stuff. Look at this. So that's the previous Hydro Archon, possibly praying to Celestia. Celestia rains down thunder and lightning. Then we have Farina falling into the water. But that should come, I guess they're saying it should come after this. This is such a striking image as well. This is insane that we're seeing this. Praying to Celestia, what? Holy frickin' hell.
Let's split up here.
Yeah?
I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be
No,
there
you're
for
doing
yourself.
fantastic. You're doing amazing.
You still have energy for that, Navia?
Oh, she's fantastic, isn't she? She's fantastic.
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me
Navia,
company.
I would literally, I told you I would literally go to war to get a smile. Honestly.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest
Thank
well.
you, Neuvillette. No, Neuvillette is, you are incredible. I am grateful for the rest of my life to you. Anything you ever need, Neuvillette.
Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning
Fine.
to ask about the stone
Fine.
slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about
100%.
this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion.
See you tomorrow.
with
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's...
No, it's
come to
terrifying.
this.
It's so normal to be terrified.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Right. So that's the thing. Like we know, like so we kind of got the idea that she knows something, or like at least she had a plan for something, but like she didn't want to reveal exactly what. She remember in the conversation with the Knave. So I guess like where we, as Neuvillette says, he just wants to make her understand like how dire this is.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Flivsandra is always open to you as
Navia,
so
you've done so much for us, and we do anything for you.
All right.
Like I said a million times before, Navia is like, I feel our closest Fontaine friend, right? From the start. Almost from the start, she's been our closest Fontainian friend. You guys would agree, I'd say, as well. Okay. That's interesting, they warped us here, right?
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you
What's that?
tonight.
And there's good food too! Navia, no, the boss.
Yeah, no, I love the way you said that. Yeah, you did great as well, but you did fantastic. Oh my god.
Desserts. Nice, these are all Paimon.
They look lovely.
Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
What in the frickin' world are you doing here, Mona?
Oh, that voice.
What?
Is that who I think it is?
What are you doing here? What? What?
What are you doing in Fontaine?
Wow, universe! What are you doing here? Did the stars not tell you we might be here? Oh my freaking god!
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the
What
road.
the hell? What the hell?
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontaine.
Mona!
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I
A stroll here?
Quite.
Sorry,
Why
sorry.
Did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt?
You're definitely not from Mondstadt. You are a Mondstadt girl now, but...
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change
I'm
that
serious,
name.
this is insane. This is insane. This is the last person I expected to see here.
There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
Mona, you can talk for hours if you want. This is so incredible. This is so incredible having a Mondstadter here as well. And for it to be Mona.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I'm so happy.
So, in any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to
And they
take
asked what your master's name is?
Astromancer Barbeloth.
So it's B, right?
Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is...
The old hag, I
in
love the
plain
old
speech,
hag.
The thrice as great scholar of the stars. Just take it as a title specific
Oh
to
my god, her
astrologists.
design is so fantastic. I love you so much, Mona. Seeing you has been such a pick-me-up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to...
Oh my god, that is so petty.
Talk about
It is excessive. Mona, are you going to be joining our party for today?
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study
Sure.
astrology more deeply.
How are triple appetite Paimon, triple strength traveler? I don't want to make fun of her appetite, so we'll say triple strength traveler.
But anyway, you're not Fontainian, are you, Mona? You're from
Wait, she's
Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was
Okay, she's born in
in
Mondstadt. Okay,
Mondstadt,
I may have
yes.
forgotten about this.
My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's
Yeah, there's a whole thing.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right?
I know you're not a local,
Thank
but
you.
I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks
I
strange.
can't believe I'm
insane.
looking. Oh my god. This is so crazy.
There's something ominous about it. Well, the
Yeah?
water, I mean.
So did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less
I suppose.
scary.
Yeah, I love that we're putting our
What I
trust
can
in
tell
Mona.
you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine. Even
Oh
that of
my
all
god.
Neuvillette. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world.
The entire world?
I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would
Okay.
no longer call me an astrologist. But
Don't
a
worry about it. No,
visionary.
it's okay. It's okay.
But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and
My hands are
powerful that it
sweating.
must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a
Yeah.
mistake.
Man, I love that they brought Mona in for this, especially with prophecies and fate and the idea of predicting fate. That's so cool.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person
Do they?
really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I bet there are others amongst those Hexenzerkel
No way.
colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
No way. Could you help me get? No way. No way.
Are you sure?
There's no way.
All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious
no
look
way.
on your face. I'll tell you once I
We're
hear
gonna
back
talk
from
to
her.
someone for the Henson Circle.
Thanks, Mona.
No, you're incredible. You're incredible.
Oh, well.
Oh my god, I'm
this is
shaking.
Something only I can do after all. So
I'm
yes,
bowing
your
down to you,
praises are
Mona.
quite
I'm bowing down to you.
That's the greatest of
Greatest of all time.
Of all the people we know, you know this
She's the best.
Indeed. That's the
You should.
spirit.
Oh my god, it's so nice to see her. Like I'm smiling for me. I can't.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the
Why would I
speedy
need anything else?
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you.
Oh
two
my
again.
god, Mona, it was so nice seeing you. Are we actually gonna talk to someone for the
There
Hexen
she
Circle?
goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious
Well, we're making a ruckus in fairness.
Right, but we were able
Yes.
to recruit Mona's help, didn't we? Our
Oh my
Fontainian
God.
friends will thank us someday.
After the conversation, try to get a good night's sleep and replenish your energy. Oh my lord.
Good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling kind
Okay.
of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to
This
go
has been
see
such a
Neuvillette,
crazy
so let's
quest.
pack it up and get going.
So far. Guys, that's where we're gonna be ending it today, but like what a freaking way to end this thing. This was an insane time, an absolutely insane time, and ending it with the Mona situation is incredible. It seems that this is going to be about the fate of the world, and it has Celestia involved in too. We have the Hexen Circle getting involved now soon. We have Mona getting involved, which makes so much freaking sense as well. This was a devastating time, but they ended it on such a note that I can walk away at least smiling about, like, you know, my time, at least in Genshin, for a little while longer. This was incredible, emotionally impactful, devastating, sad, confusing, all of those things above, but it seems that the prophecy is getting a lot deeper when it comes to what's happening in this world, and it seems like it's going to affect the entire world and not just Fontaine, so much so that Mona came here because she was concerned about the prophecy. They're doing such a good job with this. We had Neuvillette saving Navia's life, we had Navia's poor devastation, whatever happened. They made the prophecy feel serious, and now the next thing that's happening is we're going to Farina. But we have to, like, I'm really concerned about what's happening with that prophecy. Like, especially since we saw, like, the actual out of order prophecy too. We saw the picture of Celestia. We saw the picture of the previous Hydro Archon. All of this is going to be super devastating. Bringing Mona here was such an inspired choice. I love this game so much. It was such an inspired choice. I'm so very happy for this. I think that, like, obviously this isn't even nearly done yet, I don't think, with this Archon quest. But so far I can only praise well done the writing was to have the Knave come along and show how much she absolutely cared about Fontaine, but not only that, but like showing exactly like how she reacted to this too, showing her position in all this, so we can get some more trust in her, but also understand her better. We saw Neuvillette jump at the chance to save someone once again, especially with this prophecy happening as well. Like without the Silver and Malus thing, by the way, they couldn't have done that in a more perfect way. If you had to end someone's life, I know it sounds horrible, they let Navia say goodbye in a way that didn't betray the idea of not being able to say goodbye, if that makes sense. They saved her in the end. She didn't get a proper goodbye, but at least she got something better than what she would have gotten. So all of this has been really, really fantastic in terms of writing. And sorry guys, just to add something in here, I think at the end with the Mona thing, it like made me so excited that like I was like my brain was almost a bit fuzzy as well. But I will say like another thing that I just want to talk about in terms of the somber aspects of this and all the stuff that's going on here. I think that Genshin like has made a sacrifice of some characters in Poisson and some named characters. Obviously not like the actual like, you know, vision holding characters. But that moment with Navia, I want to say, was one of the most devastating moments that I've ever experienced in a game. Because I genuinely thought that like, you know, like maybe they were going to like make her disappear, at least for a bit, until like maybe we found a way to save her or something like that. And I didn't even want that to happen even in a little bit because she's been so good to us. And like I said, she is like our closest Fontainian friend. I hope that we get to see Lynette, Lynette and Fremine as well also because I think the introduction into I think it's so smart to have the introduction to the House of the Hearth and the connection to Navia, because of course, you know, House of the Hearth, you know, kind of an underground organization, finding another underground organization that is trying to prevent stuff with the prophecy as well. And again, I already said it, but because I was too excited at the time to really like, you know, parse through my thoughts as much. But the Mona situation is incredible. Like it's such an inspired choice. I'm so glad they're bringing people from Mondstadt here. Like that's so good. And like I think it is just like seeing people from the past coming into other parts. It makes the world feel very, very real. Because obviously, like I just want to say this because sometimes I think some people will be like, hey, you can't. They don't like. Oh, the characters never travel to different. You never see them in different places and stuff like this. And I don't think people realize, especially in these times when there's no cars or trains and stuff, travel is difficult, expensive, and time-consuming. You can get sick on the way. Like, travel is difficult in these type of, like, fantasy world times, right? It's difficult. Like, it's, like, whenever we see, like, that's why, like, when Tartaglia and Child's, like, everywhere, like, that's why it's even more incredible, because, like, you have to travel a great distance. That's why when someone comes to Fontaine, for example, like with the Knave, you're not going to see them just leaving and come back, leaving and come back, leaving and come back. It is a journey. It is a trip to go anywhere. Like, think of how hard it is to travel across Sumeru alone, just Sumeru. Like, you're talking about monsters, you're talking about the water, you're talking about all the stuff. It's so hard to travel across places. So it makes sense to me why you don't see a lot of Mondstadt characters always in other places. You don't see a lot of Liyue characters in like all the time in Mondstadt. And so whenever they do cross over for events, it is a very big deal. That's what I'd say. So I wanted to just say that. Guys, we're gonna say thank you so much to Never Can Play Baby Gangster on Patreon. Thank you so much. I'm in several bits. Thank you so much to Typharo 2, Jamie Bull, Jan and the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuled, Radish, Anusta, Malkunde, Deathtrap, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, Alpaca Juice, Ali, and Xander whatever, and let's do the thing. Let's go. Oh, a dog! I was going to do the thing over there, but there's a dog in the way, so let's go. I didn't want to hit the poor dog.